So today on Fish Speeches, we're going to talk about the white cloud minnows and everything you need to know and how to care for them. So let's get right in. So like we said, we're going to talk about the white cloud minnow today. And of course we're in the 20-gallon rimless planet tank, and it's been one of our newest additions. Of course, you probably see, if you saw last video, there's even some more fish in here. So we're going to definitely update on you that. There's just been a lot of update videos lately, so I'm trying to spread them out. But after I just updated on this tank, I literally just got more fish for that tank. So that will be in a couple weeks. I'll update you guys. I'm kind of seeing how everything works out. I'm quarantining everything. So, but really cool stuff for that tank. So definitely wait for that video. But let's get right into it. So the white minnows, or white cloud minnows I should say, they go all sorts of names. I know white cloud minnows, or white cloud mountain windows. So all sorts of names, but usually it's just a white minnow or a white cloud minnow. But if you ask any fish hobbyists, these are probably the most underrated fish of all time. Maybe not all time, but definitely as of right now, they're fish that are so easy, and we'll get into all that and why they're so easy. But they're just small little squing fish, and for a tank like this that definitely doesn't have a lot of size, but still, you know, having like a big school of 10 to 15 like I have is a great school for this 20-gallon. Definitely adds a lot of stuff to it. So yeah, there's a lot of fish going on right here because they're all thinking they're getting food. But as you see, this is the white minnow here. I don't know how good we're going to be able to focus on these guys, but you could see, you know, they have the name white cloud. I couldn't really tell you why they're exactly called that. Their main body is, it's not white, but you know, I guess it's translucent, I guess you can say. And then they have these red tails, as you see, and then red tails, a little bit of black on their tails. And they got little red noses and fins. But for how small they are so good looking. And having a big school like I have, they actually look really cool. I don't know if I'll ever really keep them after this, because when we rescape this tank's gonna have totally different fish in it. But for a nano tank, and I would say like 10 gallons, 15, you know, 20 like this, I think if you want something that's really easy, and if you're a beginner, get this fish. Get this, or I mean, there's other stuff, but this is the most hardiest fish I've ever dealt with. So size-wise, as you can see, they're really small. Mine are super small, but they get about 1 to 1.5 inches. Not very big at all, so great for, even if you have tanks like 10 gallons, they make a great schooling fish if you have something smaller. I definitely want to go anything smaller than a 10 gallon. Even though they are small, I just don't think it, at least in my opinion, I don't think they should be anything smaller than a 10 gallon. But they love planet tanks like this. You're definitely going to get the best color out of them. From a planet tank, you know, their color's really bright. Just kind of like these neons, their colors really pop against these plants, and then the blacked out back glass over there, but they really pop out in your tank. And schooling wise, they are a schooling fish, but they don't, I mean, this could go for any schooling fish, unless you have a bigger fish in the tank, like, I don't know, blibbing ram, gemmer ram, maybe some rainbows, something like that. It's not really going to get them to school. When they're really comfortable, they just start spreading out and doing their own thing, so you probably won't see schooling action out of these guys, to be totally honest. But every tank's different, every fish is different, so who knows. One thing about these guys, and what makes them so hardy, is they can be in cold water. They do not need heated tanks. Of course, this one is, and honestly, they do better in colder water, more in the round of 60 degrees, 60, 65 degrees. That's more their comfort zone. But they do perfectly fine, you know, your average 78 to 80 degree tanks. But I don't know. I can't really tell you if it really is better for them to be in cold water, but at least what I've seen, there's not really a difference. But I'm sure getting them in this colder water will activate breeding behavior and all that. So if you're looking for that, and also if you are looking for breeding, these guys will breed in literally probably every tank, even if you're beginner or not. That's what I'm kind of afraid of. I don't want these to breed, even though lots of people like to see fish breed. Right now, I don't want to have stuff breeding. So if they do end up breeding, I mean, can't really stop that, and I would definitely show you guys a video because that'd be kind of a first for me. I don't particularly always breed fish, so it doesn't always happen every day. But I mean, really anything else, I mean, there's kind of, I don't want to make this video too long because it's really pointless to really keep talking because this fish is that easy. I mean, we talk about all these other hardy tetras and they're bulletproof. I mean, these guys, I mean, they're the easiest fish on the planet. But and I guess a couple other things that are kind of important if you're wondering. So the last other thing is, if you're wondering about groups, definitely 6 or more. In my opinion, if you really want a true school, I definitely like to get a dozen or more. I have 15, so got a little more than a dozen. But other than that, there's not, like I said earlier, there's not much else I can really say about these fish. I mean, if you're a beginner, get these. I mean, if you're worrying about stuff dying, or if you're having trouble keeping fish alive, these are the most bulletproof things I've ever seen in my life. So definitely a great addition. They're small. They can get on small tanks, which is usually a beginner tank. More than likely a beginner has smaller tanks. So, and usually they see YouTube videos and they always like schooling fish. They see all the big schools and they want schools themselves, but usually the tank's not big enough. So definitely if you have a 10-gallon tank and you want a schooling fish, I definitely recommend the white clawed minnows. And they're small, they're bright in color, and that's about it. So if you guys like this video, comment, like, subscribe, and if you have any question about the tank, let me know, and I'll see you guys in the next one.